So we're gonna do a quick around the ground. So we talked about this team 2 weeks ago, I think, maybe. So Fort Worth,
It's been a few
Fort
weeks.
Worth, Fort Wayne FC. So my God, too many.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Fort Wayne FC announced that they're moving up from the pre or high amateur pre-professional ranks of USL 2 to the professional ranks of USL 1. They are building a 94-seat stadium, really good-looking stadium. I don't know if I'll ever make a trip to Fort Wayne. I guess if I go to Chicago, I can make a quick run.
Sorry, how big did you say?
94,000, oh, sorry, 9,400 seats, not including standing room. So they'll easily get over 10, especially for the home opener. I think they'll easily get 10, maybe 11. Because the north end is wide open. So there's a big, massive video board and then an open-ended portion. So standing room only, they'll get over 10. Shout out to Portland Hearts of Pine. They announced that they broke USL League One record for 6,400.
Awesome.
That will be broken next year because the Cosmos have a 7,500 seat stadium and Boise has a 7,100 seat stadium. And I have a feeling that both of those will.
Hey, let's keep going with it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's make it work. So this is the Crest redesign. So I want to get your thoughts. Scott, we'll start with you. Old, new. What are your thoughts on the now, I think they're keeping the blue one for the USL 2 team that will still exist. But what do you think of the differences in this design?
I will say the new one is overall cleaner, simpler, which normally I enjoy. Yeah. But man, I had to look at that and be like, what is SW? You know?
Yes.
So, classic old school F. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
quite working. Yeah.
Doesn't read as an F to me. I also feel like it's just a nitpicking from a graphical standpoint. The F is attached to the W on the top, but not on the bottom, and that just annoys me. I think they should have stuck with the old logo. The old logo is good. It's got a soccer ball. It's got the name, colors, everything. So that sounded stupid, but the old logo was what's much superior in
your opinion. Fair enough.
In my opinion.
So the only caveat I have, and I'll show you here in a second, is the gear that they released with this. I will say the new logo fits merch much better than the old one. But Heber, what's your thought?
Okay, fair.
Yeah. I think I remember not totally hating the old logo, but not really being a fan of it. It felt very generic overall to me. I think we got into a discussion about this one where we're like, yeah, our town's famous for its river. And it's like, well, bro, most American cities,
especially in the Midwest,
are attached to their rivers. So that always threw me off. Also, just the colors screamed Chicago to me. You think of like the Chicago flag and stuff, but whatever. That's not that important. I didn't care for the old logo much, but I didn't hate it. It was just kind of there for me. The new one feels to me like I'm trying to figure out what they're going for, whether this is meant to be like a almost old West belt buckle design.
Yes.
Like, yeah, or if they were going for like a what are the old like printing press ones that had like the really fun details on them and everything. I'm trying to see which one of those they're trying to go for here. I don't associate either of those with Indiana, but
I will make a point of this is the second crest we've released in USL that doesn't have the team name in the crest.
Yeah.
So Dallas Atletico doesn't have Dallas Atletico in the crest. This one doesn't either. That's a choice, obviously, because if I see this, it doesn't tell me what it is immediately.
I think I have a negative reaction immediately to orange and black, but
so I'm gonna show you this here. I'm gonna pull up the website here for their what am I going for here? For their gear.
Well, as a Dallas fan,
And I'm gonna tell you, it's golden something or whatever, but who really cares?
They're giving it a wild name.
Yeah, but the gear that they have here is absolutely gorgeous.
They're gonna call it Hooge Orange or something like that.
Yes. Right, so we're gonna remove this right quick, and I'm gonna pull up the website here.
Look, I will be the first one to admit that my negative reactions to like the orangish black stuff is just because of Houston. But I'll also be the first to admit that I like most of the gear Houston puts out. Yeah, so I'm not surprised that I like this. I do like that it comes off as more gold and not orange, though.
Yeah. So like the beanie with the that's what I'm saying. It's like the gear they release with it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I love this.
Yeah, I like that. It looks good. When it's just the lettering and like not on the shield, it especially pops.
Yeah, like this sweater. I'm definitely buying really one. Good. And then like this is just really good merch.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And so much, especially at this level, is how much merch you can sell. Not only to the people within your market, but like if it's good looking enough for me to wear without being connected to you, I'm all for it.
I think it's one of those like it's not for me, but I think it works and I think it'll do well.
Yeah, Scott. What do you looking at it? What do you think?
The merch does look good. You mentioned selling merch, and yeah, it does seem like a lot of these lower level teams are. Yeah, they're just pushing merch all the time.
You've got to.
Atletico Dallas, how many pieces of, clothing or t-shirts or whatever have they put out, and we know nothing about the team literally except for where they're going to play.
Marcus, is it possible for you to click on that scarf? I want to see if they have an image of the person holding it up. If you still have it up.
I can pull it back up. Yeah, so the thing about Atletico Dallas is that they're shooting their load, like, and I say this jokingly, really early. They're gonna have to do a whole new set of merch launches in like 18 more months.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, they better have a good refractory
period. Just had the fall launch like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
With this batch of
and they did hit with the new merch from what I understand. So
no, it's nice. So let me pull this back up for you. What do you want me to hit?
The scarf.
This one?
Oh, they do have one stretched out. Hold on. I just wanted to see kind of what they looked. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think they look sick.
So these are dope to me. Like,
no, that's great. Great merch. Awesome.
Yeah. So they're trying to do, like, we did the article earlier about how Portland Hearts of Pine are going to make an equal amount off merch as they're going to make off ticket sales. So that's basically the play.
Yeah.
Now,
well, shout out to Fort Wayne then. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get it, and shout out to DeMarcus Beasley, former U.S. Men's National Team, one of my favorites, absolute favorite, as far as USMT goes. But yeah, that's Around the Grounds. That's our local team. Some people love it, some people don't. So
if you end up in Fort Wayne, do yourself a favor and visit Fortessa Coffee. Decent coffee shop downtown.
For sure. We're going to move on quick.